This is Tammy with Spot On Psychic Readings, and I'm here for your weekly reading here in November of 2023. And I've got treats for my dogs because some of you have said, can Chippy be in every reading? So I brought him a little treat, so he'll be over here chewing on his treat for a minute. And Sparky too. They both wanted to say hi. Here, Chippy. Here, Sparky, you want this? Come on, Sparky. There's Sparky. There you go. All right, you get that. Okay, so I'm here today with the Lightworker cards. As I always say, I try to hit all the dimensions with Sagittarius when I'm reading for you all, because Sagittarius is very multi-dimensional. So I start with Lightworker because many of you are Lightworkers. And many of you are empaths, natural healers, tarot readers. A lot of psychics come into the Sagittarius readings, and I love that. I love connecting with intuitive people. You know, I mean, most people are intuitive. It's just depending on how much people have opened up to it or not. So I've got my coffee here with you guys this afternoon, and we're going to take the deep dive. So I'm going to do the Lightworker cards, then go over to the Earthy side. We're going to hit all the dimensions, okay? First, the caffeine dimension. Okay. Sag, what do you need to know, Sag? I'm pulling these by feel today, like I always do, because it gives me additional meaning for you when I go through the cards in this way. Sagittarius. Oh, I have a lot of messages for you, Sag, today. Let's see, Sag, what's coming up. This one. Okay. All right, let's see what's here, Sag. So, first card up is Deep Love, Birth as a Portal. There may be something you are getting ready to give birth to, Sag, having to do with like birth of an empire, birth of a business, birth of a baby, birth of puppies, anything that you bring to fruition through your creativity. That's what this is about. It's about nurturing and creativity, okay? Most significant for Sag right now. We've got surrender to the sweetness. This is Venus energy, pleasure, joy, and beautiful life, okay? So this is all about love and flowing, and you can see her overlooking this flowing water. This is in your challenge position this week, Sag, so be sure to look for the sweetness of life. And I know we're coming up on a holiday this week, and for some people, it's not always fun. I mean, it is for a lot of you and not for some of you. So it depends on your particular situation. So this is look for the sweetness, because this is your challenge this week, okay? Now, in your aura, we've got these two things. This is forge, don't follow. All right, and this is going to be in your in your mind, kind of hanging over you this week, hovering in your aura. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Be the leader you wish you had. Okay, this is what you may be thinking about. What part of your life are you leading in? Okay, deeper down with that, we've got the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. And look at this portal in that card. Isn't that amazing? This is about you really getting into those rare gifts. And I always say this when I'm doing the Sag readings is, you guys do have a lot of rare gifts. You know, you came here, you're old souls, you came here with a lot of gifts. You know, like I said, some of you are natural healers, some of you are acupuncturists, some of you are animal rescue people. I mean, you have a lot of unusual gifts and talents. You know, Sagittarius just brought that through. You know, you're like the king and queens of odd, unusual jobs. I don't mean odd jobs in that way, in the usual way, but you know, like really, you think deeper. You're more expansive. You see things in a different light. So a lot of times your careers reflect that. And I see that's what's deeper down. And this is why you're thinking about forging, not following. Because you have to forge your own path. You can't always go be with other people or work a conventional job or that sort of thing when you have all these rare gifts, because you know you're not using them. And when you feel you're not using them, it's really boring. You have to use them. You know, that's why you have them. So that's really interesting, this portal this week. We're just being visited by a fly out of the blue with that. Not sure what that's about. Maybe that means something to somebody. Okay, so here's the I Remember card. Okay, this is soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Okay, this is your soul plan and remembering it. And I feel like some of you are acting on it and you're having those soul memories come up through meditation. Looks like she's meditating there by water. Some of you are having these memories in a dream state. Some of you, you're having it reflected to you, like a reflecting pond. Okay, it's being maybe through someone you meet or something someone says or something you read or see somewhere. Okay, remembering your soul plan, forging ahead, not following. This is Sag. You guys are always on the leading edge. You know, you're on the leading edge. Sometimes lonely on the leading edge too. So this is, you've got the love and codependency and boundaries. So for some of you, this is about putting those boundaries and codependencies into the past. Okay, this is in the past position. I feel like a lot of you already worked through any sort of codependency with you or a partner. You know, it may not have been you being codependent, could have been, you know, your person. And that's moving into the past. A lot of you have already set those boundaries and you're like, nope, done with that. Walking away, done with that. Okay. In your near future, here we've got the near future cards coming up. Here's two of them. The blue flame, which is spontaneous awakening. That sounds fun. It's funny, I decided to wear this blue shirt today, same color. See, blue flame, right in your immediate future. And that would be this week, okay? When you see this reading, like right away, this week. Wow. This is about activation. This is about spiritual activation, time to integrate your spiritual and earth life together, which I know is challenging a lot of times. That blue flame is so interesting, and one of these days I'm going to do a whole video on this blue light. I've mentioned this in previous Sag readings because it's come up in previous Sag readings. This blue light is so interesting because it does show up for a lot of you. Some of you mentioned it in the comments, and I do appreciate all your comments, by the way. They're really interesting. Sag comments are always super interesting, and I really love reading them. This blue light sometimes is the color of your spirit guides or angels, or both, coming through. And I've certainly been visited by this blue light on numerous occasions, and I wonder if you guys have been. Some of you had mentioned it before, but this is coming up this week, so I would expect to see it this week coming up. Watch for the blue light. Sometimes I see the blue light, like swirly blue electric colored lights on the ceiling, and they kind of morph in and out. They're really interesting. They don't usually make any specific shapes. They're just like clouds, like these electric blue clouds on the ceiling. It's really cool. I wonder if you guys have seen it too. I used to see it a lot in the 90s, not as much as I do, not as much now, but a lot through the 90s. I would see it all the time. Okay, further out, more extended future, going up through into the 1st of December, we've got You're Not Alone. I just said that. Sometimes it's lonely on the leading edge because you're the only one out there sometimes. You might be feeling isolation, but you will be getting physical connection and more community coming up towards December. Hey, Sparky. Well, Sparky thinks this is an interesting card for some reason. So this is definitely... Wow, he really got all activated with this. Okay, so this is the You're Not Alone card, and you will be feeling less alone coming up. The closer to December that you get, some of that isolation feeling should be dissipating, okay? All right. Now, some of you are feeling of surrender, holding the opposites and the extremes of life. You may be holding on to opposite things that you're having to integrate at this time. Now, it's funny because this is a hopes and fears card. It's in the position of hopes and fears. And it's very much about just holding on to opposites, like not letting the extremes take you one way or the other, if that makes sense. You may be feeling there's some extreme energy coming up, and that's going to start to kind of happen around the 1st of December. I feel like this, it's interesting. This is a surrender card, and it says, fall into my arms, okay? So it'll be interesting. I'm going to get some more clarification on this. Whose arms, right? And also, what are you supposed to surrender to exactly? Let's get some more clarification on this. And let me finish these first, then I'll start to clarify, okay? Your final outcome for this week is a child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. You already know that. I know you feel that, Sag. I mean, it does. You guys have a lot of inner wisdom. You really do. Okay, so I'm going to switch over. Let's actually go to this deck. I think most of those were pretty straight on and pretty clear. So let's see what's happening here in the more earthy side and clarify fall into my arms, okay? I know a lot of you definitely feel like a child of the cosmos because you are. I know you feel that pretty clearly, you know, that you don't always feel like you're from Earth. You know, it's like, I want to go home. You have that feeling of homesickness because this is not really your home, a lot of you. And you wonder where your home is. You know, there's various places in the universe that you may be from. So let's ask about fall into my arms. What is that? What does that mean in Earth terms? I mean, I can guess it's, you know, surrender to the universe and things like that, but what does it mean? What does it mean in Earth terms? Because now we're going to look more at the Earth side of things. Got a King of Wands. We have got Three of Cups. Ah, okay. You know, King of Wands is a very fiery, warm, magnetic, masculine energy. Three of Cups can be a love celebration. Oh, Sag. Okay. Four of Wands, very much a love card. Also a card of stability. Okay, let's see. Wow, Nine of Cups. Hold on a second. I'm going to tell you the full meaning of this. And some juggling. Okay. So I'm asking about whose arms are you going to fall into? Fall into the arms, surrender, holding the opposites and extremes of life. Okay. So I'm feeling like, again, this is coming up through December, really, because I'm looking kind of at the extended future right now. So we've got King of Wands, this kind of fire, this is usually fire sign, like yourself. This can be somebody who is usually masculine energy. Take it as it resonates. I mean, could be feminine energy for you, depending on, you know, in a collective reading. This is somebody very magnetic. You know, this is somebody that really pulls you in and is just so alluring, very charismatic, very fun, you know, a lot of sense of humor, a lot of fun, and can have a quick temper. You know, on a bad day, upside down, can have a quick temper. But this is who I think you are going to connect with. Now, keep in mind, this could be in any walk of life, okay? It does come up next to the Three of Cups, so there could be three people somehow involved in this. So if you're in a relationship, maybe you all are meeting this King of Wands, okay? There may be a reason for that has to do with stability or a new home, okay? It can also be a love celebration. You could be meeting and having some sort of relationship with this King of Wands if you're looking for love, okay? I can already hear a lot of you Sagittarius screaming, no, I'm not. Sorry about that interruption, had a call. So now here's the thing. This is going up into the end of November and into December, okay? Extended future, clarifying, fall into my arms, and surrender. This is something about you getting your wish, Sag. Here's the Nine of Cups energy. This is having to do with you getting those desires, wish fulfillment. Like, what is it you ask for? What'd you ask the universe for? And when it comes, are you going to surrender to it? That's the question, okay? Life is a bunch of trade-offs. I always tell people this, there may be trade-offs with you getting your wish. So don't give the universe mixed messages. And because the universe is saying, surrender. Surrender, here's your wish. How bad do you want it? Okay, those trade-offs, And I think this is what this juggling card is about, is the trade-offs. So this is you juggling things in order to get your wish, your stability, your love celebration, and meeting this fiery individual, okay? So for some of you, that's very much having to do with love. It's exciting. I'm going to have to hear about that in the comments. Some of you are going to be like, no love for me. I'm done with the relationships. Okay. And by the way, I have had a cold this week, and thank you all so much for all of your healing energy. It was well received, and I did feel it very much, and thank you for that. All right, Sag, really quick, let's go into your more earth life and see what's coming this week. But those trade-offs are a real thing. They were just talking to me as I'm spreading the cards. I'm still hearing them. They're like, there will be trade-offs, okay? So coming up, oops, that's my microphone up. So coming up, I think you're going to have to decide what's a yes and what's a no. All right, so depending on what's coming up for you, you might be like, oh, wait, I did ask for that, but then that means this is going to happen. Trade-offs, okay? Keep that in mind. It is coming. It's a thing. I feel it. Okay, let's see what else is coming, Sag, in your more earthy world, okay? What else is coming for Sag? Ooh, strong card there. Six of Cups. Okay, so there's going to be something from your past there. We'll see what that's about. Really a lot of warm energy on that Six of Cups. That can be somebody from the past or a situation. It can be childhood. Some of it may be because of the holiday and you're thinking about grandparents and things like that. All right, let's see what we've got here, Sag, for the earthy dimension for you. Interesting stuff. Wow. Right. Okay. So, yeah, this is you thinking about this. Okay, so I'm going to start here. I'm going to start right in the middle of this reading for you. This is in your energy at this time, and I feel like you may be thinking about the past. You may be thinking about childhood or lover from the past or somebody you used to be with, that sort of thing. Or, like I said, grandparents, because, holidays coming up. This can be family. It's very much a family and children kind of card, Six of Cups. What's over top of that is feeling beneficial changes with this moon reversed. And I feel like some of you are thinking about changes having to do with someone from the past. It may be on your mind. What if there were beneficial changes, that went on? So I feel like that's more what's going on in your thought process. It's kind of like something that's on your mind, something that might be coming up to you, something that might even be revealed to you, maybe a conversation that you have or something like that, okay? So some of you are getting out of a state of limbo. This is a welcome card, right? And this is you forging ahead. This is you leading the way, forging ahead. You're not going to be stuck anymore. This is very significant coming up this week, that there's some kind of release for you, Sag. And I feel like this is going to be, there's something here about this Tower. This is the Tower card reversed. Like And this is going to be your challenge. You may feel like things are just flying apart this week. You may feel like things are, maybe something will break, there may be just something like that, or you're concerned about it because it is a challenge card. But whatever it is, still you're feeling released from something. You're just feeling released, and you're thinking about all these beneficial changes and family and good things like that. But your challenge is going to be a Tower reversed. So keep that in mind. We'll get some clarification on that. If any of you have had monetary worries with this Five of Pentacles going into the past, okay, this is in past influences. Your money, so your monetary money is going to be improving according to this coming up soon. We'll ask more about that too. There's a whole new path, Sag. Here's the Fool. This is Major Arcana. This is you going on a whole new path starting this week. Really exciting. So this card sometimes is like, watch where you're going. Don't run down that path too fast and trip. Read the fine print. Watch where you're going. Don't go too fast. This is a little card of some kind of warning about don't be impulsive. And I know, I'm a Sag, so I get that. I can be impulsive. I can be very spontaneous sometimes and jump into things. And I bet you can too. And this is why the warning on this. So there is a new path, but just be cautious, Like I said, read the fine print, ask the questions, and don't be afraid to ask questions about what's down that path. And you can ask the universe or whoever presents this new path, ask the questions. Because you're looking for trade-offs this week. Don't forget that. You want to know what trade-offs you're going to have to make to go down that path, okay? Here's the Queen of Swords reversed. She's a little further out. Now, this could be somebody on your path who is going to be difficult. This is a feminine energy who can be really difficult and wants to cut things out, okay? Or this can represent your energy coming up sometime this week and on into the 1st of December, this Queen of Swords. You might be going, I'm just going to cut that out. The trade-offs aren't worth it. It could be that. So keep that in mind this week. She's the person who's been hurt before and doesn't want to be hurt again. So she's thinking. She's not feeling. She's not leading with her heart necessarily. She's thinking. She's being logical. Okay, here we've got Three of Cups again. So Three of Cups is a love celebration. All right, it's showing up in your energy, but it's reversed. So I feel like there's some wariness about being in any kind of a love celebration. I know Sag. I am Sag. And I've been following, Sagittarius readings for a lot of years now. Sagittarius, the sign of Sagittarius as a whole, went through a whole thing. Some of you still going through it, but you went through a whole thing of betrayals and secrets and third-party situations and bad, ugly breakups and things like that over the last, 7 years, really. There was a whole cycle with Sag going through that. And it has made a lot of Sagittarius really be really sour on relationships, okay? Now, those relationships often were karmic, or your person got involved with a karmic, so it wasn't you. So it's not about all relationships fail. Keep that in mind. It was about clearing out karma and attachments and all that stuff. I'll have to do a whole reading on that. But this is why you have the love celebration card upside down at this time in your energy. Like, you're still thinking about that, of course. Once you're in a situation like that, it's hard not to, but do keep that in mind. That this is representing your energy, and it could be why you're feeling blocked and why you need to look carefully at what the fine print is down this new journey. Because I think some of you coming up in the next few weeks are going to be presented with some sort of a love offer. That's what I'm seeing here. Now, some of you are really afraid of getting back in some toxic devil energy. I think some of you dealt with everything from codependency to toxic energy to actually some of your partners had demonic attachments. They did. They were influenced by demons. and third-party karmic situations and whatever, addictions, all sorts of stuff having to do with this card. And I feel like you're really afraid to move forward in a relationship because all of this happened before. Yeah, and it's right next to Ten of Swords. So there was some kind of really bad ending, Sag. I know it was. I've seen it before. It's right here. It's clear as day in these cards. So, of course, you have a fear of that. Why wouldn't you, right? Your final outcome is Five of Cups reversed. This went straight into relationship. This earth part, I feel like what's happening is things from the past are really being brought up. The Six of Cups, they had all this warm energy. I feel like this season, coming up, if you're in the States, maybe you're celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, all these major holidays are coming up. And of course, you may have a lot of memories with past people, and they have memories with you. They're thinking about this with you. So it is definitely stirring up a lot of stuff. And this Five of Cups reverse, which is where I'm headed here to try to tell you about this. It's having to do with, should I give this one more try? It's all about maybe the betrayal wasn't as bad as I think it was, or maybe I want to try something again. And that doesn't mean with the past person necessarily. I mean, it could be, but maybe it just means, okay, maybe I can get over this betrayal and give somebody else who's not a karmic or not involved with toxic addictions and whatever, maybe I can give that person a chance. And this is the final outcome on this week, okay? On this journey, this new path that you're going to be on. Now, the other thing that it can be, if you're really anti-relationship, and some of you are, and I get that, okay? The other thing this can be is a toxic job that went into the past, and you're coming into a job that you feel more appreciated in with this Five of Cups reversed. There's something about wanting to try again. There's this feeling of, okay, I'm going to try this again, and let's see what happens. And there's still some sadness there. There's still some feelings of betrayal. It's not just going to magically go away. But I feel like there's a healing that's taking place here, Sag. I feel like there's a healing coming up for you. In fact, I have the healing cards here. Let's see what they say. Yeah. Because I'm feeling like something is healing. That's why this past card, sometimes that can be kind of a sad card. And also the moon reversed. It could be there were hidden secrets. You may be getting some information about something that happened in the past, whether it relates to love or relates to family or relates to a job. Any of your situations, feel free to adjust these readings, to how it fits your specific situation in a collective reading. And I know you guys, that. You already know that. What is this about the Five of Cups? Unbound, you're releasing soul patterns. Oh, you're releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yeah, I said that. Karmics. There's a lot of karmic stuff here, third parties, all this stuff. Soul contracts, all this old stuff. This stuff is outdated. That's why you're releasing this. This is why this healing is taking place. Let's go a little deeper with this. I understand that now. Because, you probably had soul contracts with your previous person. In fact, I know a lot of you did. And you're healing from that. Because I saw it all play out for a lot of you Sagittarius, like I said, over the last 7 or 8 or more years, last decade, really, for some of you. And you're releasing that. You're not going to be bound to that anymore. You're not bound to this old devil energy. And, again, the devil is any kind of addictions or actual demonic attachments sometimes. It can have to do with being chained to a job, like somebody, was a workaholic. It can be pornography. It can be a lot of things that let in dark energy. Anything dark side, third-party situations, karmics that came in. And, the karmics came in to get you unbound from that person you're releasing. So you can thank them for taking over where you left off. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations. We had that birthing card earlier, remember, in the other deck. Dreaming a new world into being. This is part of why you're healing from this right now. And you're helping not only heal yourself, but you're healing the planet because you're a light worker. Okay. This one too. Council of Light. Council of Light. Divine orchestration. Helpers in the subtle realms are helping you with this and helping you with this healing of this Five of Cups betrayal energy. What else, Sag? I hope you're enjoying this. I'm finding this very, very interesting. I love when they take the deep dive with Sag. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? So if there's any little parts of this old energy, this old toxic energy that you're still holding on to, let go of that, because you are being unbound. You know, they're showing you very much being released from this. You may have had other fire signs. You may have had Capricorn energy. I did see Capricorn energy and fire energy. There may have been some Pisces in here for some of you. An upside down Pisces, though, not your usual old soul, gentle soul Pisces. I mean like dark side Pisces, you know, that we're not following their heart and soul. Somebody on the wrong path is what I'm getting. Yeah. This is trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And this is on your healing path, Sag. What would you do if you knew for sure you would be supported? It's a big question. You might want to pause and think about that one for a while. You probably are. It's interesting, huh? The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. I'm feeling like for some of you, that King of Wands energy that I pulled, that I feel like is in your immediate future, is part of your soul tribe. That very magnetic, charismatic person that I see coming in. Part of your soul tribe. And I feel like this is part of why you're not going to feel so isolated and alone anymore on that leading edge, because you're all going to start to connect more and more with your soul tribe. This is part of why you felt so isolated. You're out there in the leading edge waiting for everybody else to catch up. You know, that's what Sag is doing. Like, come on, catch up. Run faster, you know. And people are catching up, but also you're catching up with those who are ahead like you are. Like you're on the leading edge, okay? Let's see if there's anything else, Sag. Hold on. Yep. A lot of energy on this one. Share your voice. This has come out of the cave. You may have felt persecuted, either in past lives or now. And for sharing your voice, you know, for speaking out, you may have felt censored. You might feel censored today sometimes. This is expression. This is share your voice. All right. And this is going to further connect you with who you need to be connected with, your soul tribe. What is niggling you? This is trust the niggle. What's niggling you? You know, what keeps bothering you? Like, oh, you just can't relax because something keeps, you know, prompting you to do something. Pay attention to that. That may be again, that big question, what would you do if you knew you would be supported doing it? What's niggling you? Okay. Anything else? Yep. Here's the last one for Sag today. This is the no card. Look at that. This is wait, postpone, pause, and say no. So if something is not on your soul path, be very clear about it. You can go back to that Queen of Swords energy, and if it's not working for you, cut it out. Say no to it. No is a complete sentence. Some of you need to know this, you know, setting the boundaries with what's in your way. Again, trade-offs. You can't always do everything, you know, and if you're trying to do your soul purpose and something is blocking you or in your way or something that you need to cut out, then say no to it. That's what it's saying. Say no to it. Trust the niggle. Share your voice. It's all coming together with your soul tribe. Trust your path. connecting with the Council of Light and being unbound and released. This is you birthing in a new age. So not only healing for yourself, but helping heal the planet. Hope you enjoyed this reading. I found this really interesting. I think this past life, this could be past life or your past, somebody from your past or childhood. I think that's going to be really important this week, Sag, coming up, and making trade-offs. Try not to worry about money, because the money problems are going into the past. You're healing from whatever these betrayals were. It's devil energy and Ten of Swords. Done. So done with that. New path. You're going on a new path this week, Sag. I can't wait to hear about it. And I feel it. I've got one big goosebump right now. I totally feel it. And you are going into that energy. Very, very exciting, Sag. Really exciting. I love reading for you guys. I do. You all are just the best to read for. You know, love your comments. And also, thank you all so much. Some of you sent me super chat thanks, and I appreciate that so much. And last night I got a ding on my phone. I got a Cash App donation from one of you, and you guys are just amazing. So thank you so much. Thank you for being here and supporting my channel. And think about joining my membership if you'd like. I do readings, you know, for a smaller group of people there, so it might resonate even more for you there. It's not by sign, it's by the group of members, you know, that I do readings. So anyway, thank you all so much for coming in, and I'll see you all again soon. Have a great one. Bye.